Good morning. Well, there it is. No, I had gone to bed earlier. Hello, hello, hello. I had gone to bed earlier, and unfortunately, my big dog, um, Cheyenne, I think I've told y'all a little bit about her before. She's a sick little girl. I don't think she's going to be around much more, but she comes in and she'll wake me up, goes outside a lot to use the restroom, and then she just needs me to sit with her. So that's what I do. And it breaks my heart because I know that she's leaving soon, but uh, I worry about her. And, stand on the threshold of, is it better for her just to go ahead and go and be happy at, what do they call it, the Rainbow Bridge, or keeping her here with me? You know, just don't know. Her vet says that I'll know when it's time, and uh, and then we'll take care of it. And then tonight before I went to bed, I thought she was having a good night because she was actually laying on her back on the carpet and rubbing her back against the carpet, and I don't see her do that much anymore. And she was kinda rolling around, I was patting her and loving on her and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, you're having a good night, so maybe I'll be able to get some sleep," and that lasted about 2 hours, and she came in there and she just barks once at me, and I know she needs me, so I got up and came in here with her, and she's laying back down. So that's what we're doing, sitting up with Cheyenne. Hi, sunshine. So sorry, Leanie, I have one that will be 14 in April. She has her good days and bad days. Yeah, I have 2 fur babies. Ralph is 14 and Blondie is 12. Wow. See, Cheyenne's only 5 years old, you guys. She's only 5. But when I went and got her, she was she's been my therapy dog, she helped me through the real dark days of losing my mom. And so she became, my sh she really was my best friend. She probably still is. Um, and I just didn't know about enough about animals. Um, so when I went and got her, I didn't know that, you should look up reputable breeders. I didn't know nothing like that. I just knew I wanted a golden retriever because I've always wanted one, and um, that's what I wanted. So I found one cheap with the Amish, and I went and picked her up. And even if I knew then what I know now, I still would have got my Cheyenne because she was supposed to come with me. So, Sunshine, let me tell you, are you still here, Sunshine? Let me tell you something about Yorkies. Those used to be my favorite dogs. I've owned a couple of Yorkies, and this is God's honest truth. The last Yorkie I owned, I think I've owned 3. 2 of them passed away, and the last Yorkie I had hated me, and I don't know what I did wrong. That dog hated me so bad. When he was a baby, he loved me, and I picked him up because he was sitting over in the corner by himself and didn't play around like his brothers and sisters and looked so sad, and I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. And I was like, "You need to come home, and I'm gonna love you forever, and you're gonna be my baby," and all this. I took that Yorkie home, and I'm telling you, within um, a year, I'm not kidding. I don't know what changed. I don't know what happened, but I would take the Yorkie out. Always have had big backyards, and I would let the dog out, and he would use the bathroom or whatever. So I thought, and honest to God, this is the truth. He would run back inside, jump on my table, and pee on my table, and just stare at me while he's peeing. And I was like, "Oh my God, you hate me." So, at first I didn't get on to him because I thought something's gotta be psychologically wrong with this dog, or maybe he's trying to tell me, like, so his name was Trooper, and I was like, "Something's wrong with Trooper, like, that's not normal," but, because he would have to jump on the chair to jump on the table. It wasn't and he never peed in the house. So it was only on the dinner table where we sat down and ate dinner. And I was like, "Oh my goodness." So I tried to love him through it for months. This was going on. And then I just figured out the dog hates me. That's what it is. Have you ever had something like that, Sunshine? So what I did was I I had a friend who she had 2 Yorkies, and one of her Yorkies had passed away. And I asked her, and I paid good money for that Yorkie too. Um And I asked her if she would take him and see if he did better with another animal in the house or with her, because she'd raised Yorkies, and that's the only kind of dog breed that she would own. And, Trooper did great over there, never Pete. She texted me, she's like, "I don't know what's wrong with you. He must have hated you guys didn't get along, and I was like, "I was good to that dog, he hated me." Terrible. But anyways, as far as I know, I mean, I moved away from that city 2 years ago, and that happened while Cheyenne's 5, so it's been, like, probably 6 or 7 years since I've had that dog, but I lost contact with her, so I guess he lived maybe he's still living, I hope, but man, he hated me so much. My oldest is a Min Pin and German mixture. Is so and then I have 2 Chihuahuas, 8, 9. The Min Pin and the German, Shepherd mix, did it take on which body type did it take on most of? What is it still real small, or did it get bigger like a German Shepherd? Both of my babies are rescue dogs and have been wonderful. Oh, man, that's I never heard of anything. I haven't heard of anything like that since. I mean, I know all of them get, with every breed, they get moody, you know what I mean? For a dog just to come and pee on my dinner table, I was like, "Ugh," and that happened almost every day for about 6 months, I'm not kidding you, and sometimes it'd be, like, staring right at me when I do it, or I come home from work, and there was pee on my table. I didn't understand it. Maybe there was something wrong with the house, I don't know. Medium-sized pinscher. Oh, okay. I get it. So, after I got up, I was like I knew I was gonna be up a while with Cheyenne, and just opened up YouTube and, caught the tail end of or maybe somebody was replaying Tina dancing for Ernie, because Ernie's back, or what's going on, I don't know, and then, I had gone to another, channel that's not really in this, community, it's over in another community, and saw him in hers, and he wasn't up on panel that time, though. The one I saw with him, it was his panel, I guess, and Tina had gone up there and danced for him, but I only watched just a few minutes of it. And, then when I went back to go and try, because I didn't know how long it had been going on, when I went back to go and try to view it, like, he had already shut it down. So and then I saw, I was just scrolling through, and I guess he had talked to Rose earlier today on her panel, or some panel was open, I don't know, but, I guess that means he's okay. You know what, I really would like to talk to Ernie. I don't know him, he don't know me from Adam. He does not know me, and I would really like I wanna talk to him. I wanna know something about him, and I wanna know how he's controversial, that's what I know. What I know about him is even his mere name brings people or go yeah, tonight, hippie grandma. Yeah, I saw that Ernie was yeah, Tina was dancing for Ernie, yes. So see, I'm not half asleep and thinking that. And yes, it was tonight. It was not even an hour ago. Am I right, sunshine? Not even an hour ago, maybe? And then right before I went live, I saw him. He wasn't on the panel, but he was in somebody's chat. But all I know about him is that he's very controversial. Like, he's got a following, and those followers are diehard loyals, and they will do I from what I've seen, they'll do anything for him. They believe everything he says. They carry his story for him. They just I mean, it I don't know what to call that. And then there's other people that are just like, no." So then there's a whole 'nother part of the community, they're just like, "He's a fake," like, "It's a lie," and all these women are throwing themselves at him, and he's a grifter. So, um, yeah, Ti Tina Tina, God love her. I wish I had her confidence. I don't You guys, there's 8 people in here, you guys know how I feel about that. That's all I pray for, 8 people. So whoever the 8 is, thank you, you hit my number. Oh my God, there's 10. But even if we had 8, I'm just like, Lord, I made it. Like, give me my award. I made it. I had 10 people. But Tina, I think Tina just, I don't know. I think she's having fun. Um, but I think in her heart of hearts, she needs to be in a relationship. I think she'll be happier in a relationship. I don't know. I mean, I wish I had her confidence, that's for sure, but I wouldn't be doing it free right here on YouTube. Someone be paying for that. He said at the end of his life he might go live at a strip club. Is that even allowed? I mean, people pay good money to get in there and see those ladies. I don't know, the world's changed so much. I I adore Tina and I would tell her that. Of course, we're not bashing Tina. I love Tina too. And I've told her she may not need a Mr. Right. She needs a Mr. Right now, but I really do think that she's lonely. Maybe she's not. I don't know. Uh, Um, hi, Markella. Markella, that's a new name. I don't remember seeing you in here before, but I have a bad memory. Who are you, Markella? Tell me all about yourself. I'm up for a while sitting up loving my doggy, my little dog, my big dog. She's a big old dog, y'all. She weighs. This is a golden retriever. Now, female golden retrievers are supposed to be anywhere from 65 to 85, I think. And my Cheyenne weighs about 120 pounds. And everybody's like, quit feeding her, quit giving her snacks. First of all, you don't live here and you don't know if I'm giving her snacks or not or feeding her too much. I have 3 golden retrievers. Um, one is on the smaller side. He was only 6 pounds, 6 ounces when I brought him home. And a puppy that usually goes home that's a golden retriever, somewhere around 11 to 14 pounds. And he chose me. He came and sat on my feet. I felt sorry for him because he was so tiny, and I brought him home. So he weighs probably about 55 pounds. He's just on the smaller side, but he loves me more than Cheyenne loves me. But male dogs love you more. They're in love with you. Female dogs love you, but male dogs are in love with you. And he's my only male. And then I have got a English cream golden retriever. She's completely white, and she I just had her at the vet, and she's 74 pounds, which um, English creams and regular Goldens, like English Goldens or Canadian Goldens, they're built differently. Like Anichka's solid, like really, really solid. And the other 2 are filled Goldens. So um, they're built differently. But Cheyenne doesn't eat any different than the rest of them eat. They eat 3 cups of kibble a day each. And it's high protein kibble. And uh, what had happened was when she had her last litter, um, I had to take her in for a cesarean, and they asked me if I wanted to get her fixed while they were doing that. And that was before Cheyenne was sick, and I was like, yes, I want her completely fixed. I mean, I feel like giving me 2 litters was she's done. And Cheyenne's still a mama. She mamas these other 2 if she can. And so I had her fixed. Once I had her fixed, she blew up like nobody's business. I live on an acre, so at least half of an acre is fenced in, and they get plenty of exercise. And her vet just says that she ended up somehow with a non-cancerous tumor on her side. But the problem is that it grows really fast, and it's in with her intestines now. So when it poked out and when I noticed it and got her into the vet, we did X-rays. It was it's already it was already growing on the inside. So by the time it came out, you know what I mean? like it had already, what is the word, not masticized, but it had already grown inside. So like it's around her intestines, so they couldn't do surgery to take it out. So that's where I'm at with her right now. Let's see. According to Leanie, I would come up, but I'm not doing good here. I'm doing good here in chat, but thank you anyways. That's okay, Markella. Thank you for being here, though. If you want to come up, you can, but if you don't want to, that's fine. Yeah, what breed do you have? Breed dog do you have? She said, my fur baby weighs 6 pounds when she, oh, a toy Australian Shepherd. Those are they do those have blue eyes or like one blue eye, one brown eye? Midlife crisis is what I call Tina going through. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I think my husband's going through midlife crisis. He's been so sick then, for real. He he's got on this keto diet thing. I think it's a keto diet thing where he quit eating like sweets, he quit eating sugars, he quit eating anything but meat and vegetables. That's it. And then like once a week like right now he's on a 50-hour fast. So last week it was a 40-hour fast. This week it's a 50-hour fast. It almost makes me feel bad, about myself, but I'm like, nah, I'm good. 100% sunshine. Yep. Some of them have different colored eyes, but mine has brown eyes and a kind of gold color. Ah, I get it. I think they're beautiful. If it's the kind of dog I think it is, I think they're beautiful dogs. I like all dogs though. I mean, I stick with golden retrievers now because I call myself the golden whisperer. Because believe me, I have learned. I mean, of course, when I got the dog, then I did all the research that I should have done before I got her, and have found so much out. So when I thought I was going to breed her before I knew, that anything was going on with her, of course, I started researching, finding out um, what tests I need to run and things to make sure that I had, healthy puppies and stuff like that. And so I did a lot of research, and then I did all the testing and did all of that, and all of her tests came back perfect. Her genetic test is gorgeous. Her pedigree is beautiful. I mean, she's got show champion bloodlines in her, and then her stud. I took her to Ohio. I just didn't find a stud here in Indiana that I felt comfortable with. So I ended up talking to this lady on the AKC website, and she had a stud, and he had perfect genetics, and she had all of the testing done too. And I bred Cheyenne with him. So I did my homework, I did my work, I made sure I bred good puppies, good solid puppies. And it wasn't until um, the lump came up on her side about 2 months after she had her last litter, and I took her. I thought something was wrong, maybe scar tissue from having her surgery. And then when I took her in, and he felt around, palpitated it, and then um, took her for an X-ray, he told me what it was. So it's actually non-cancerous, but it's a rapid growing tumor. I think it's a fatty tumor or whatever, but it's rapid growing. And because of where it's at and how it's already situated, how it's growing around her insides, they can't do surgery on it. So that's why she goes out to the bathroom so much and stuff, because it pushes against her bladder. Hippie Grim, yes, I have had 3 toy Aussies. My first one was stolen. That's terrible. The other one was tagged. Oh my God. Oh, were you there to have to watch that, or did you find your dog in the yard? That is so terrible. I love my dogs more than I Sunshine, I totally, real people that I think people that actually depend on their dog for emotional strength or a love that they can't give to a human because I feel like sometimes we don't give love to a human because it's not reciprocated, you know, but an animal, whether it be a dog, a cat, you know, that's all they want. They just want to know they're loved. And so I think people that figure that out probably are closer to the animal. My husband was outside with him and oh my God, that's terrible. Oh, I did see a video um where a lady was walking her little tiny dog, and I guess another lady was walking their bigger dog, and the bigger dog lunged at the little puppy, and she was swinging him around on her leash, just trying to get a hold of him in her hands and her arms, and then I had to stop watching it. I don't know how it ended because it was terrible to watch. But oh, I just can't imagine that had to be so traumatic. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. That's terrible. Oh, goodness gracious. I couldn't imagine. I am so sorry about that. My Aussie's in emotional support. I have papers on her. Yeah, Cheyenne was a therapy dog. I have her therapy papers. In fact, she still got her vest and all. When I worked at the adult daycare center, Cheyenne went to work with me twice a week, and the elderly absolutely loved her, and she would go in and do her little tricks. I taught her about 19 different things, you guys. She was so easy to I mean, she does the normal, like, beg and the normal, like, paw or, shaking or, when she spins in a circle, I call it dancing because 'cause she'll just spin and then flip the other way and spin and then flip back the other way and spin. But I taught her how to army crawl, so she'll get on the ground and she just army crawls to me. I taught her, of course, everybody teaches theirs to roll over. She could roll over back and forth. She would stand on her back hind legs and she would dance in a circle all the way around. I'm not lying to you. My dog says, I love you. Cheyenne is the only one out of my three that say, I love you. And so when she wants something of me, like to go outside or her water bowl isn't filled, that never happens though. But like if I walk in from being gone and nobody's filled her water bowl or whatever, they drink it while it's gone, she'll bark once. It's just one bark. That's it. That's all you get. But if she wants dinner, like if I give them dinner late, because I only feed them once a day. So if I give them dinner late or I'm late coming in, she goes, "Row, row, row," and I'm not kidding you. It's "I love you," straight up, and it's the only time she does it is when she needs her food. Believe it or not, I have pet medical insurance for it. No, Sunshine, that's a great thing to have. I did not have that on Cheyenne. I never would have dreamed that she would have had to go in and have um, a a, um a C-section for her last litter. I never would have thought that her first pregnancy went so well. So I think that's a good thing. It was bad. The dog's bit off his. Oh my God! Markella, I am so sorry. That is terrible. Oh, mercy. I don't even know what to say. That's terrible. I think I would have locked myself in my room and never come out for a long time. God bless you. That is so terrible. I'm at the point now where I'm thinking, like, what am I going to do, Shy Girl, when she goes, because the vet told me he can come here um, and put her to sleep when the time comes. And then they'll take her. And if I want to cremate her or whatever, that they do all that stuff. And, but I don't know if I want to do, I, If she gets much worse, then, of course, I'm gonna have her put to sleep, but I don't she's 120 pounds, so it's not I mean, that's like burying you know, a human, but I don't think I want her leaving my home, as unreal as that is. My daughter had a English Mastiff. He weighed 230 something pounds when he passed, and Mastiffs get cancer, usually get bone cancer around 8 years, and that's how long he lived. And her vet came and put him to sleep, and they took him, and then, she did get his ashes back, and that was gosh, that was 8, maybe 8, 9 years ago, and last year she bought a new house out in the country, and she finally buried his ashes because she's in her forever home now, right? So she buried his ashes in the yard, but I don't the thought of it, I don't know. Maybe I'll feel different when it happens, but the thought of her leaving me for that, I don't know. I bet you did, Markella. That is terrible, and I am so sorry about that. I cannot imagine the trauma of that. I mean, it's bad enough coming home to find something like that would have happened, but um, to have to watch and be the one to try to help, and then you're helpless against other dogs. Oh my goodness gracious. Hippie Grandma, I sent you a picture of my toy Aussie. Nice. Hello, whoever's watching in the bushes, come out and chat. We're just talking about our fur babies. And it's funny, Cheyenne will sleep with it scares me because like I got up this morning or yesterday morning when I got up, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning and Cheyenne was so I have two living rooms and I stay in the one that doesn't have carpet on it. Like this is where my TV is and my computer is, and it's actually where the fireplace and all that is. And um, this is where I keep my dogs because Goldens they shed a lot. So I probably not Swiffer, but use the little dust mop thing like twice a day just to try to keep up with all of the hair. Um, and so I bought them their own couch because we have another living room that's carpeted in there and has another TV in there. I don't ever go in there with the dogs. Um, and so in here, when people come to visit, they usually migrate to where, when people come to visit, usually migrate to where I'm at. And if they go to sit on the couch and the dog jumps up there, I'm just like, I don't make my dog get down. I'm just like, sorry, but that's their couch. This is their room. If you want to sit on a couch, there's a really nice leather one in the other room in there. Um, so I make them pull up chairs. They could grab a dining room chair, or I've got bar stools in here because the living room that I stay in was kind of connected to the kitchen. It would be more like a family room. Um, and it's connected to the kitchen, and then the back doors in here, and the door, another door to the laundry room. So I don't make my dogs get off their couch. If people come over, I'm just like, there's other seats in the house. You're welcome to pull them in here, but I'm not moving my dogs. That's theirs. I bought it for them. So um, yeah, even the grandkids, they know you're welcome. My dogs aren't going to hurt you, you know. But if you don't want them like pawing you, you know how they'll reach over and paw you, so you'll pet them, or you don't want them laying their head on your lap or whatever, then don't sit with them. But even my grandbabies know, you have a home and they have a home, and this is their home. So they just jump up there and sit with them. We always traveled with our two dogs, but Ralphie has anxiety. So now I will fly to California to visit family. So what do you do with your dogs when, like when you do go somewhere? What does everybody do with their dogs when they go somewhere? Do you board them or do you have like a dog sitter come? I've been really lucky that I have, um, enough kids that take turns coming over here and will stay the night with my dogs. Um, but during the if I go somewhere when their children are in school, then it's always hard to find somebody. And I set up nanny cams. That's how crazy I am about my dogs. Not when my children are here, but I've got a bonus child who I he lived with me the last 2 years of his, um, high school years. He lived with me, and so he knows my dogs really well, but I still set up a nanny cam because if I see because I pay him to come, and, he doesn't have to be with my dogs 24/7. There's other rooms in this house, and he might have things that he wants to do, but if I see that my dogs have gone 5, 6, 7 hours and they haven't been interacted with, what the hell am I paying you for? Like, get in there with my dogs. Go throw the ball to them. Get them outside and run with them in the yard. Now, if you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, like my children do, they don't charge me. But I also have grandkids that play with the dogs all the time. But if you're coming over here by yourself and I'm going to pay you to do it, um, then your dog's sitting. So, um, yeah, we never board them and don't have anyone stay with them. They're always, oh, okay. So, do you ever go on vacation, Sunshine? When I travel, I usually go alone. So my husband and daughter is here with mine, but I haven't traveled anywhere since I got this toy Aussie, but I would probably take her with me. Yeah. Um, yeah, there's not many times that my husband and I go anywhere together either. Maybe once a year, maybe. And that's when my kids will come over, take turns and stay the night with them. Hey, C. Andersoni, how are you feeling? I've seen some places that board, and my husband actually told me that maybe I should think about boarding because I love animals. But my problem is that because I still plan on having litters with my little girl, um, her name is Anichka with my English golden cream. I mean English cream golden. Um, Parvo scares me half to death because Parvo can last in the ground for up to 10 years, I think. And and so your animal may not have parvo, but may have stepped outside and is carrying it on its fur or whatever in a place that might be infected with it. And I would never know it, right? Because my animals are inoculated, and so are probably y'all's. So you would never know it either. But yet it could be brought to my house and then just left out in my backyard. And then when my puppies come and then I do take them outside and stuff like that, I mean, you run the risk of that's how parvo is bred a lot. I'm sorry to hear that, Amber. Or yeah, your baby girl's in there asleep though. She passed out. That's my daughter, C. Andersoni. And I've got her little girl here with me tonight. But my neighbor, she went and got a dog the same time I had gotten my male dog, and we rode together to get him, and went, and then drove back. And her that little puppy, I forget what kind it was, had parvo, and she didn't know it. She found out like the next day because it wouldn't eat, and it started drooling and just didn't have any energy. And I was like, you got to get that too. Yeah. Um, I was like, "You need to take your dog to the vet." I wasn't even thinking parvo. Like, it never I just thought maybe, they can get sick with anything. And then they test that puppy for parvo, and it had parvo, and I was so angry with her, and she didn't do anything wrong, but she had her dog in my yard, because she lived next door, and I had told her even when we picked she didn't know a lot about dogs, and I told her, I was like, "Look, just because 'cause they're puppies, like, you need to keep yours separated, like, on your side of the fence, and I'll keep mine separated at least till they've had their 3rd shot because they're coming out of 2 different homes, and I'll be damned that dog did not have parvo, and she rode in the car with me, so I was worried about that, but my puppy had stayed in my lap, hers had stayed in her lap, and then but what I was worried about was she had let her puppy go out in my yard where my dogs ran all the time, and use the bathroom. Man, did I ever pray over that. And luckily, none of my puppies got parvo, but I was scared to death. I won't take my dogs to dog parks because they can get respiratory infections and other Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I'm also scared because I've never taken mine to a dog park, but I have heard, like, that some people let their dogs off leashes, and they get they get the zoomies, and they get kind of crazy and stuff, and some dogs, like Cheyenne, wouldn't handle that good, and neither would my little girl because they're, very skittish. Now, Newt, my boy dog, he would love that. He would love to, you know, play rough and stuff. Um, but there are just too many diseases. There are too many. 2 years ago, there was a dog flu outbreak. Really? Where was that at? I didn't hear about that. Markel, your baby is so sweet. Took me a minute to track my phone. Hi, Grandma. Let's see. Hippie Grandma, thank you. She's spoiled rotten. Aussie. Hi, Aussie True Crime. How are you? How are you? Good to see ya. Idaho. Wow, I didn't hear that. How long ago was that? Couple 2 years ago. Huh. I didn't even know there was such a thing. Hey, Donna. How are ya? My dogs live in the country. They don't socialize with other dogs. Yeah, yeah. That's one thing that I'm like. Cheyenne was real good with people. Newt is really good with people too. But my little girl, I call her little girl because Anichka has a lot to say. Um, I call her little girl, and truthfully, I forget names. I've got 6 granddaughters, and if a couple of them are in here, like, I just one of they'll slip their names slip my mind for a second, and they're all trying to tell me, "That one's that one, that one's that one," you know how it is, and so I just call them "Little girl, come here," and they all look at me, I'm like, "No, that little girl, you, come here." So, I ended up calling my baby little girl, but because we live in the country, she's not socialized either. I'm good, thank you. Listening while I make dinner. I am well. What are you making for dinner? Tell us. My husband's on a fast, so I had to grab a quick burger while he wasn't looking. I don't allow my dogs to socialize with any dogs and say, yeah, that would be scary. Yeah, I get that. That's difficult. Do you live in the city, Markella? Ralph and Blondie don't like other dogs. Ralph thinks he's a German Shepherd. Yeah. This weekend he's doing a 50-hour fast. So I think it started last night when he went to bed, so he'll fast through the whole weekend. Bam Bam, I haven't seen you around in a while. How are you? It's good to see ya. Kinda, sorta. The town I live in, the population is less than 300. Wow! So that is just a little town. Okay. I love small town. Lasagna and salad. It's easy night tonight. I went to Pink last night, so I have a lazy day. You went to Pink, the concert? You went and saw Pink in concert, is that what that means? Because I love me some Pink, girl. Good, thanks. I'm good too, thank you. Once my pets are gone, I'm not getting any more too hard to lose. Doesn't everybody say that though? Doesn't everybody say this is like, "This is it, the last one, I'm not doing it again"? Yeah, and people here let their animals roam freely, and I don't like that. I bet you don't. You've been traumatized by that. I don't like it either. Um, Cheyenne can't run anymore, can't do anything like that, so she likes to use the bathroom in the front yard where the other dogs aren't messing with her. So I'll stand outside and let her go to the restroom, at least in the evening time, out in the front yard, and she'll use the bathroom out there, and then she'll lay in the grass and just kind of, I always say she's looking towards the Mecca, because she's always looking in the same spot towards the sky, and she'll just stare. She just stares at the same spot, the same direction in the sky. I don't have any sense of direction, but I always tell my husband she's out there staring at the Mecca. You went and saw, how was it? Oh, man, so jealous. I love her. Bam Bam, hello. Bam Bam, do you have any animals? You do mean it, hippie grandma? But your dogs they're older now, right? They're what did you tell me? Like 12 and 13 or something like that? She is awesome. It was my third one. I was right near the stage. Good for you. Wow, did she do her trapeze acts? And was her daughter there? I know sometimes she brings her daughter, right? Hey, Tashi. These will be my last two fur babies. You too, you think so? Yours are a little bit older too. Hmm. What about if you got a cat? Would you ever consider like a different kind of animal? Yes, I have an Aussie Palm. Nice. Did me, Grandma. I said I wouldn't, and I got another one anyways. Yeah. You probably don't regret it, do you, Markella? Yes, and I'm older. I don't want to leave the responsibility to somebody else. I understand that. I understand that. Pekingese, the last 15 years. Yep, those are your type of dogs. I've had cats. So, would you consider getting a cat after these two dogs go to the Rainbow Bridge, Sunshine? Or do you have any right now? I do have a 15-year-old cat. Done my homework. Yeah. No, I sure don't. Hmm. Well, I mean, that story is horrific. I just feel so bad for you and your husband, but I'm thankful that you have bonded and someone, a, a little fur baby came and helped take away some of that pain. Yeah, she went in a few times. I took my 3 daughters, they grew up on Pink, and both her kids go on stage. Nice! Huh. Oh, sunshine, you're not too old to have another one. I want another animal, but the way I work, it would be not fair to them to be alone so much. Yeah, there's that to consider, right? Especially since you do live alone, Donna, so sunshine, I will be 64 in July. You're a February baby. Well, happy birthday. See, Andersoni's a February baby too. Does anybody else want to come up and chit chat? If not, I can sit here and chit chat with you guys this way. The beginning of February. Okay. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I would sing, but you would thank me so much for not singing to you. 39. Shut up. Shut up, girl. So where else are you guys hanging out? Besides Rose's chat and Tina's chat, which some people I know don't go to Tina's chat only because she's on, if you're over here on the East Coast, it's harder to get to hers because she's on the West Coast. So I stay up late, so I usually can catch Tina's chat. Then I end up missing Rose's chat, but then I go and watch her live on replay. But she does real long lives, so I could just turn hers on and turn it on like 1.25 and then get my work and stuff done that I'm supposed to do. Home dancing with hubby tonight. Nice. Well, Team Rose. No, she did not. What happened? Bam Bam, come up and tell us. Tell us. See, Tasha wants to know too. We want to know. Will you come up? Ernie was on for 2 hours tonight. Okay, come up and talk to us, Bam Bam. There's the link. Come give us the 411. I did catch a little bit of Tina dancing for Ernie, and then I had walked away and went and did something with my dog. And then when I came back, like the live was shut down. So, oh, you're at work. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget you guys are on the other side of the world. Okay, that's fine. Team Rose got busy today. Yeah, I was watching her earlier today. I think, yeah, I was watching her earlier today and said hello to her. And then, oh, Ontario, Canada. Okay. Well, dang, that sucks. It was insane. You saw it too, Tashi? I mean, were they mean to her? Hippie grandma, she put back on her green outfit. When I saw her, she was wearing her green outfit over in Ernie's chat. Do you guys believe that's Ernie? I left and I went back. What are we talking left and went back? Are we talking about over to Team Roses or over at Ernie's tonight? Does anybody know? That is him. Were you over there, Bam Bam? I saw some of the roses. Lena had no clue who all the 300. Wow, she had 350 people in chat. Wow. Good for her. And it's really hard to keep up with. Was the chat just flying? Team Las Vegas. Nuh-uh. Come on. Tashi, did you see that? Were you in there when that happened? Yeah, Amber. It does. It does. He showed his face on his live. Did he really? I'm not a fan of Ernie the way to um I'm not a fan just because I don't know. I just know who these people are through like, you know, going into chats trying to find the community that I and so I'd never even heard of Ernie until I found Tina. I got triggered by all the pedo talk and the men making excuses. What? Come on. Did that really happen? Was that live on her panel? Was her panel talking about that? Rebel, God bless you. Thank you for jumping in here. Rebel, did you meet your quota? I didn't look before I got on here. I was on but got off just before it happened. Nuh-uh. I'm telling you. So I found Nicolina. Let's see, I've been doing this YouTube thing for about 18 months now. I moved here in July 2 years. So this July will be 2 years ago. So I actually found YouTube. So I've actually found like the YouTube rooms and channels like this, like right before I moved here. So it's been almost two. And I saw Nicolina way back when, and I, mm-mm, mm-mm. No, I just couldn't, just, there's a lot of too much, real life going on there. And I don't know if you guys know who, TT is. She's another creator. And, I've subbed up to a lot of them because you're trying to figure out people. At least I was. Um, and um, I don't know if you know who TT is, Table Talk, but Nicolina had made up a really horrific song, like a little jingle about her that talked about her deceased daughter. And after I saw that, I was like, there's no way I could ever watch this again. Tasha, that was awful. Okay, hold on. Okay, so was that on her panel talking about 11 and 12-year-old wives? And did Rose let him have it? I mean, yeah, hippie grandma was very immature. No, not how much do we lack, Tattoo? There's got to be something we can do to get that up. I made it to 153, you guys. I know that's like nothing compared to in the YouTube streets at all. Like I barely deserve to be here. Um, but I don't know. It's something. It's okay. Two of them, Tom. Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, two karaoke's tomorrow. That's right. Diabetic, been having problems with it for a few days. Yes. Then when I went back on, I just missed it. Team Rose seemed upset. I felt bad for her because Team Rose has a nice chat room. Oh, you mean whenever, Nicolina did that? Well, I will say this, I was a little bit worried because before I found all of you guys on this side, right? I was I had started out over in the Krama community, and that's just what popped up in YouTube first. So then I was listening to that, and this person would talk about this person, said I have to run over to their channel and see if it was true. And then, I'm trying to decipher who, I was trying got into the Summer Wells case too much and then got into some other stuff and I realized these people are arguing, literally arguing over these babies, and I can't do that. And then because I was like trying to follow all this stuff, you end up, you know, more than 80% of their channels are not about true crime. They're about being mean to people, like just being rude and just vile and cesspools. Each channel's their own little cesspool. But, so I what I saw happening here just what is today? This is Friday. What I have seen happening just since, PCT did her dance. When did that happen? On Tuesday night, I think. And I'm watching the Krama community that's how I found PTC actually, because people would talk about her every now and then here and there, and I was like, "I gotta go check this girl out, let me see." And then I realized, like, she has a good heart, she has a sweet soul, she's not mean to anybody. And then I found Rose through her, and then Rebel, and then Angel and, different people and stuff. And and then I just kind of got away from the Krama community altogether because it's so bad. But what I have seen happen just since PCT has done that dance and they're clipping her channel and stuff like that, and the people that I'm seeing visiting her channel now from over there, I kind of just want to say, please be careful. But I don't think she'll listen. Because I did hear, because I had Ernie up and I had gone outside with my dogs and let them made sure Cheyenne used the bathroom because she has to go in the front. So I made sure she used the bathroom. And when I walked back in to get the other dogs, I heard Ernie say to Tina, that they're only, I guess Nicolina wanted up on his panel or something. And she was like, well, legs and heels in the air is being really nice to me, and she clipped my channel, and Ernie told her, you need to watch out because they're just using you for to help themselves out now. But I didn't hear anything about Nicolina porn bombing her. But the people that I see coming in, and PTC, of course, she's like, no, I don't think they're being mean to me, I think they're being nice. I just wish she wasn't so tender-hearted, because I think that in the end, she's gonna get hurt. Not hurt physically, but, like, hurt. Something about she's vile, and I don't wanna get into the stuff, and I'm sure with 24 people in here, she may hear word may get back to her, I don't know. I don't really care, but, she's a very vile person. We need 71 more subs. Alright. Congratulations, Lainey. Yes, thank you. A lot of people use Rose's channel to have these all-out wars because she doesn't like censorship. So it gets pretty hectic sometimes, but they drag her into it. Uh, yeah. I'm not a fan of censorship either. Um, but I will shut it. I mean, if I see that it's, we can have adult discussions. I don't have to. Well, I'm not gonna sit there and I am not gonna entertain in any way people talking about 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old brides and make that okay. It's not okay. It's not. That's exactly why hippie grandma and I did that one-on-one. That's exactly why some people know that I got married that young. We could both speak for it. It's wrong on so many levels. 14-year-olds are not old enough. Their brain is not developed enough um, to take on that responsibility. And I'm not going to entertain that. That ever just happens to make its way over here, I'm gonna shut it down because I'm not gonna entertain that. Now, we can talk about things that, you know, people, you know, may think Brian Koberger is guilty. Some people may think that Brian Koberger is not guilty. Let's have a healthy discussion about it. I don't have to agree with you, you don't have to agree with me, but you're not gonna attack each other over it and start calling each other the most horrible thing and doxing out their information and shit because they don't happen to agree with you. But there are things that I am just there's enough places on this internet that will accept that and let you go talk about and defend that sort of thing, defend what I feel like is vile, that you don't have to do it here. So I will shut it down completely. I'm not going to deal with it. She had to dance for Ernie tonight. Yes, she did. She did. She did her thing. None of them give a shit about her mental health, though, and she has to take days to process and search inside herself for peace. I'm protective of her a little because I see people doing that all the time. You know, um, yeah, and I guess people need that. You know, they they want so badly to protect people's freedom of speech and their amendment rights and being an American or being just human or whatever it is, you know, there are patriots out there, and I'm one of them that believes in that, you know, but hopefully Rose will eventually, instead of um, arguing a mute point that's going to do you uh, more harm than good, because it would me too. My blood pressure would go up. I'd probably pick up a computer screen and throw it and just, I mean, uh, I go toe for toe, match them energies, and oh, and mine's really tough to match whenever I'm pissed off. Um, but in the end, it ends up hurting me more, and I'm learning that more about myself. So I'm able to not engage anymore or let somebody get on that side of me. You know what I mean? Not always. I don't always win that battle within myself. That's when it gets ugly. But for the most part, I think I'm learning. So I hope Rose can find that someday somewhere. Rebel Ninja. They're such good people. Man, they're good people. I just think there are things we learn from life experiences. Then there's the smart people and the street smart. Yes, you're exactly right. As Canadian, we do not have freedom of speech. Uh, how do you feel about that, Bam Bam? How do you feel about that? So when you say we don't have freedom of speech, does that mean that your internet is censored, your TV is censored, your radio system is censored? What does that mean exactly? Let's see. I had my bank account seized because I donated to Freedom Convoy on my ass. What? What? And that's legal? Oh no. Sometimes I think I live in a bubble. And that is legal in the in Canada? Wow. So when you hear Americans say that when you hear people from America saying, "Hey, we need to, you know, um, my mind is just blown. I can't. I've heard so much here. Uh, the whole puppy talk, and then now this talk. My mind is just like scattered. I can't even think. That is I'm just I never knew that went on. I knew it went on like what they say, like third world countries, that you couldn't say certain things even in public, and you couldn't some people can't believe or worship the way they want to worship. But little did I know that I lived I mean, in the whole spectrum of the globe, Bam Bam, you and I live in Indiana are not that far apart from each other. And this is going on right there. 2 years ago, they were fighting against the vaccine. What does that mean? What does that let's see, what does that mean? So they did a huge truckers' freedom convoy and they raised millions, and our government took it away. So they took away the money that you guys raised. And what is the truckers' freedom convoy? Is that is that freedom for um, freedom of speech, freedom to do with your bodies what you feel is right? Is it to take away the government's hold on you guys? What was the trucker freedom convoy about? Oh, okay. I'll research it. Oh, that's terrible. In Ottawa, they shut the city down. When did this happen? 2 years ago? Where have I been? Stuck in YouTube? The vaccine. Wow. So so were y'all being forced? You didn't have a choice to take the shot or not take the shot? Rose, please come up on panel. Please come up on panel, love. We've had a little discussion about you. Please come up. Let's talk about it. We didn't some of us weren't there, some of us February 2022. I heard about that. Arrested thousands of people. So, did your government want them? Um, w were they pushing the vaccine? You guys didn't have a choice in that? Mission asked me to play his skydiving video, and now he's using it against me and fall. Come on! Rose, are you monetized? Right, they were Oh, that is terrible. I didn't know that was happening in Canada. You guys weren't given a choice? That little fucker, yeah. Rose, come up and talk to he's a fruitcake. It is really good I'm gonna have to read up on that. That is I swear I just got this message from YouTube. Yep, you'll get it pretty quickly right away. Um, Bam Bam, I am so sorry about that. I mean, I don't know what to say. That is terrible. I could not I could not imagine. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I worked in the healthcare field, so there was here in the States, if you worked in healthcare, you had to take the jab or else a lot of people were being fired in the early days of it when it first came out. And I told my boss, I mean, because they didn't say we had to take it, but it was highly recommended we take it. And then if I happened to get a cold afterwards, all I heard was, "Oh, it's because you didn't take the vaccine." And I told my boss, I said, "If it comes down to that it is mandatory that I have to have a vaccine, I I won't be working. I'll sell my house. I'll go live in a trailer and travel this world. I'm not nobody's telling me what I have to do." Yeah, Rose, I know you were on for a long time and I heard some stuff. And I heard Ernie was on there and let me see. Did you really get porn bombed? This wasn't from the last video, it was from a video. And I don't understand why he would why is he pissed off at you that he just now put in a complaint against you? I don't understand. We had truckers from all over the world in this convoy. It was huge. It kind of sounds like the Freedom Convoy that went down to Texas um, to go and protest the border crisis that's going on here. Tashi, hi, welcome, Joe. I didn't even see you come in. Arrested thousands of people. We got to look that up and do a live on it. That's amazing. It's called Freedom Convoy. Bam Bam should go up. I want to hear it. She can't, Rose. She's at work, honey. Her boss hates us. He won't let her. I cannot deny him at work. Team Rose, it's big. I lost my PayPal. That is insane. Did they take your money that was in there? I think I had the wombat in my Pokemon Go collection. Good grief. That is a crime against humanity. And why isn't the world speaking on it? Oh, that's right, because the rest of the world, if you're on that side, wants you to, if you're on a certain side of things, wants you to go ahead and take the vaccine too. Wombats are cuter, Joe, no matter what Rose may see. He definitely isn't, in my opinion. Not the same this last 2 months shut down highways. This was the biggest again. That is crazy. Did it do any good? It's still in the courts. Have you seen a change amongst the people there? Like, are more people are coming out and saying that they don't want this kind of government system? Are you guys sticking it to the man, Bam Bam? He used to push me on his own agenda and now is punishing me for allowing him to use me. What a little shit. Ah, our freedom rights were stripped. Yes, they were. And I didn't know. I'm living in a bubble in Indiana. Tashi, I just remember the name, but I think it was similar to Bat. Oh, holy hell. What are you going to do, Team Rose? He asked me repeatedly to share his skydiving vid, so I did. Now he's attacking me for it. You gotta, I don't know. You gotta block him. You gotta get rid of him. But the problem with blocking people, right, is that they just go make an alt, and then they're right back at it, just bashing you. You told me I could blur out his face, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I get that. I would struggle too. Somebody's got to know. Maybe somebody's got to know how to do it. Rose, you've got a lot of followers. Maybe somebody that creates those banners and stuff for people. Well, about 6 weeks after they lifted the vaccine, so people were not forced anymore. Oh, that's so sad. But how many thousands of people took it that didn't want to take it is the saddest part. That is a crime. I just can't get that. That is completely a crime against humanity. It really is to take away to not have any rights over what you want to put into your body. Um, Hold on, I didn't read what Ron said. I might try and cut out the section so he's not in there at all. Oh, Joe, they're land animals like most moles and super cute and they waddle. Super cute and they waddle around. How do you not love that? Yeah, Rebel might be able to help. I have to figure out how to do some special editing. Maybe I can learn from. Maybe we could have Rebel, if he knows how to do it, do a YouTube live like he did on banners, and then we got another one coming up on how to use the Nightbot. So maybe somebody that knows how to do it, we could talk them into doing a live for all of us. Leaning my brother's in Fort Wayne. His daughter recently played piano at the Sweetwater Place, if you're familiar. No, Joe, I'm not. At that Sweetwater Place. I've heard of Sweetwater, but I feel like I'm thinking of Florida, the the city. Fort Wayne is not real far from where I live. Um, I would have to quit my job instead of taking the vet. Yep, yep, me too. That's because they're truckers and crossed the border and gave up their jobs because yeah, yeah. Well, you guys probably don't have people running into your country at every opening, though. Bam, bam, do ya? Like foreigners coming into your country, like we're having here, the big crisis that's going on. Tasha, they are so cute. I had to look it up. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Joe, I mean, Team Rose, were you porn bombed tonight? That's the word on the streets. And Rose, is that some people are saying it's not Ernie? Some people says it is. Everybody in here thinks it's Ernie. Is it Ernie? What's your opinion? You know him. Look into it. One night I will have to do a live on it, but it was huge. Oh man, Bam Bam, yes. Come on, are you kidding me? Was she on your panel and she did it? I was just seeing if it was a clone Ernie or if it was the real Ernie. Everybody in here says it's the real Ernie, but I have seen other channels say it's not. What? Oh God, don't let her on your panel, Rose. Do you know who TT is, Rose? She has a channel herself. It's called Table Talk TT. Er, Um, so I can't have her up anymore. She never changed apparently. No, I won't. That was the last time. Good. She's just not a good human. She's really not a good human. And she's not a good human. Joe, my Manx bobcat tail resembles a wombat. It's beautiful. Why would anyone do that? I think they do it because they want to take your videos down. Yep, someone might report it. You're right. Gosh, it's too bad that you don't know anybody that could just go clip it from the video, but it doesn't matter. Whoever, if somebody wants to send it into YouTube, believe you me, they've already clipped that part of your video. Yep, they probably will too. Mission probably will. He's such a little prick. Yeah. especially if he's already sent in something that he gave you permission to do. Gosh, Rose, you really pissed him off. Tashi, where's your husband been? I will go look at the video and see if I can just shorten it. Yeah, Rose, but I mean, you could do it, but I mean, the only reason they porn bomb you, really, or any other kind of thing that happened, the only reason they do that is because they plan on trying to take your channel down. Um, that's why. So, um, you could go ahead and try to shorten it because you were on a long time. It would be a shame that you have to take all those watched hours down. But I guarantee you someone was in your chat that was videoing it already and has it. But if you do get reported, then you can, at least show, or maybe when they go to look at it, they'll see, well, she already took this off. So maybe that'll has Mission teamed up with Nicolina. Yeah, that could be very true. Hmm. Yeah, you've pissed them off. They're going to use anything they can. Three Dot and I are like ships in the night. I haven't seen him for a few days. That can say they say I can blur his face out, but I have no idea. Yeah, we need to learn. Somebody's got to be able to teach us that. When this ended, thousands were arrested. Police were all over Canada. The RCMP, Canadian Army, and did more standoff and took down the people there were people tramped on by the horses. Oh my God. Yeah, of course, that wasn't a big time news deal over here. They said I have 48 hours to fix it before they do anything to the video. Well, at least they just didn't like totally take it down, right? Because sometimes people just go to try to sign on and they can't do it. Rose didn't do anything to them. They used her channel to yell at each other. Oh, Rose, quit letting them tell them to take that over to their channels. Billy clubs reuse pellet guns with rubber bull. Oh my God, this is terrible. Do you know, I do remember hearing on UK, I was watching some UK channel and some of the people were talking bad about who's your prime minister over there? And they were talking about bad about him and how a lot of you Canadians didn't want him to be your prime minister. I didn't I didn't look into it or anything, but is that why? Three Dot always disappears for a few days, then reemerges. Well, Lionel was tagging her, so maybe. Oh, that's right. I remember hearing him say that. Yeah, they're trying to get her. And that's what, no offense, but that's what she does. So, like, if she likes somebody and say that Team Rose and Nicolina liked each other, right? And Team Rose was like, I fucking hate Leanie and what she'll come over here, she'll dox me, she'll trash me, she'll do whatever she can do to get my channel taken down. So if she knows Lionel and Rose are fighting, or Mission and Rose are fighting, and she's close enough to him, absolutely, that's what she does. I thought PTC was going to dance tonight on her own channel, but she danced for Ernie on his, so maybe she's done for the night. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I went looking for both of you before I signed on because I was just going to join one of your guys' chats. But no, but I didn't see anybody on that I went into one and saw Ernie was in Ernie was in Hills in the Air, and so I watched just for a second there, and then I moved on and came over here, started my own. It was in February. We've been under a rock, right? Yeah, Trudeau. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep. PCT danced 3 times for me. She might be exhausted. I bet she is. I have secondhand exhaustion for her. That's right. He called out the Freedom Act. Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't know about that. I just knew some people really, really hate him. But we didn't hear. I watch very, very little American TV, and I watch even less. I don't think I watch American TV unless it's a NASCAR race or football. Um, but and I don't watch any of our news channels because they're all shit. Lionel tried to team up with Nicolino too. Yep, that sounds about right. Did Ernie collect money, then go to the strippers? I don't know. I just jumped into Hills in the Air for a minute when I didn't see anybody, and I can't tell who's where. Like, I don't know if you're able to tell that on YouTube. Like, if I'm looking for one of my friends and where she's hanging out, I don't know how to find them or even if that's able to, but I have been in Heels in the Air's chat before, just in the bushes. And so I saw that he was over there. I didn't know if it was really him or not him, but I listened for just a little bit. She was going off on Bullhorn Betty. So then I dipped. Ernie was at a strip place. Somebody said that he said he was going to go to a strip place and go live, but I didn't know that that was legal. I just took Mission's name out of the video. That was part of the complaint. Oh, good. Good. Bam, bam, you've got to do a live on this. Unless it'll get you in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, I will host. If you can't do it from your name, I'll host it. Um, because we don't get to hear stuff like unless it's pro, everything good, it doesn't come across our news stations. If it's pro vaccination or anything good about the vaccination, it wasn't really played back when I was watching it. I don't know what's out there right now because I don't watch. On the which live, Sunshine? His live or Rose's live? Because I haven't. Because wasn't Ernie on Rose's tonight? I guess wouldn't Ernie make the rounds tonight or something? He has to have both shoes to go inside. Sorry, that was funny. He has to have. I guess you do. No, hey, no shoot, no shirt, no service unless you're a stripper. I heard X Factor 44 that her channel was down. Really? What did they do? Yes, please do a video about it. Ernie's live? Wow. Maybe NK sold him back his other one, Joe. Wow. Let me ask you guys this. Speaking on MK, if we're talking about the same person, do you guys know who Morbid is? Ernie was on my panel and also did his own short live after. Yeah. He has shoes and clothes. Where'd he get them from? PCT danced her little heart out and woke up and worked up quite the sweat. Yeah, I saw her do just a little bit of it, but I didn't know what was going on, and I had my dog to take care of. I don't know. I don't know where Tina is. I looked for to see if you were running a live or she was running a live tonight. Maybe you think anybody woke her up and told her if Ernie's going live? I don't know. But she wasn't live, so I just decided to do it myself. I need the watched hours anyways, for sure. Tashi, I haven't followed Ernie that long, and there are too many people involved. I don't know half of them, Joe. I'm with you on that, Joe, completely. I only found him because of Tina and then I found him and found Rose through that. Morbid is funny, but he's got a lot of alts. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, Morbid was on Tina's, but he's got a lot of alts, and that's all I'll say about that. Let's just say he's been on Tina's more than once. Do not know if she shut it down or if someone else shut it down, but it was mentioned by one of the mods in Early's room. Oh, okay. Because that's one of Ernie's sidekicks, right? Morbid is an MK, but many people think he is. Yeah, he has a lot of alts, but that's all I'm going to say. He's doing his thing. He's been doing it for a long time. I just screenshotted where mission is. There you go, and you just have to send that over there, over to YouTube. Hmm. Are you asking me, Bam Bam? Do I follow Summer Wells, or are you asking Joe or anybody? I don't know who you're asking that. I personally don't anymore. I think I have my own opinion as well as everybody else. What I think happened to her, and I think at some point, um, you just have to turn to prayer and quit. Um, I think some people need to be in jail, but until there's proof, and I don't know that there'll ever be proof what happened to her, I think, I mean, what other attention can we draw to it, right? I mean, I try not to exploit people or exploit their tragedies or their deaths or anything like that, but it's just been talked about for so much and so long, and I'm not saying that's wrong to keep her alive through memory or whatever, but I honestly don't think she's going to be found, um, not for a long, long time, if ever. And I do think there's quite a few people over there that need to be put in jail, but other than that, like, it just feels dirty to me to even like hear people talk on her because I feel like at some point it's they're not talking on the right people. They should be talking about what really happened to her and the right people. I almost feel like a lot of people exploit her name. He asked me to do something, then makes a complaint, and I did what he asked. Don't do anything he asks anymore. He done ruined that. I don't really know who Morbid is. I can give you some names. You can go figure it out. It's not hard to figure out. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. And he's got a bunch of different alts. Mm, it's not about what he talks about. Well, what he does, what he's really, really good at is acting like he cares enough about you to find out stuff about you. Like he'll come on your panel and he'll ask a lot of questions. But then when you start asking questions, he acts like he doesn't hear the question, as in, he doesn't even acknowledge that you had a question. But because he's got you talking about yourself, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people that like to talk about themselves, so it's really easy to manipulate a channel. It's real easy to manipulate a panel if you're not careful. And so if he's got you talking about yourself, he's got you right where he wants you. And then when you throw out a question like, "Hey, is this you?" or "I've heard this about you," like you won't even answer it because he's already thrown another question about you to you. So you know the answer to that one. So you know what I mean? Like he's the perfect uh and then whatever information he gets, believe me, it may not be tomorrow, but he uses it against you. And usually it's under different alts that it's being used against you, and um, causes a lot of problems. Uh, he thrives off seeing people argue, and then he acts like he's going to go in and fix it, like he's your friend, and like if me and you were just going at it, right? He's going to come in and try to talk some, why can't you guys just get along? And why can't you, I remember the day when you guys did get along. And I remember when, sure, you can get along. Let me get you together. But really, he thrives on it. He thrives on Discord. Team Rose, do you have an email with him asking? I would think that would be proof. Oh, I thought that was your state. No, no, no. I'm in Indiana. I'm in Indiana. It's in the comments where he asked me to share his video and gives me the link. That's all you need, love bug. That's it. You should be okay, Team Rose, right? Team Rose, I watched Morbid a few when Dolly had and him did videos on Baby Gap. He actually came into my chat today. I forgot to block him. Doesn't matter if you block him. Like I said, he's got lots of alts. If he and I see that he has wiggled his way here over to this over to this little corner of YouTube, but he's also taken it back to his favorite part of YouTube. His favorite part of YouTube is Karama. Soundbarts are a bit much on that channel, I will say. Was he ugly? I'm probably going to get all kind of hate for this because, as you notice, there's what, 4 or 5 of us talking, so there's no telling who's sitting in the bushes clipping it. I don't really care. I have nothing to hide. I personally don't want to dox myself out, but if I did, I I've never been arrested. I don't have any criminal background whatsoever. I've walked the line. I'm an upstanding citizen to a fault. I'm a patriot. I believe in my country. I believe in free will. I believe in my First Amendment rights. I believe in justice. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in um, taking down the bad guys and taking them hard. I believe in doing what's right or trying to at all times. So whatever they say about me or try to dig up, they will never find it. I have nothing. I mean, for the love of God, I've been married my whole life. I've walked the line. There's nothing. I got nothing. So other than just maybe calling me ugly or whatever, I've got a really, really clean life. Mission only uses that one account now. I don't know if he'd bother making a different account. He's apparently been posting nasty things about me on his page, but I don't know. I don't go look at it. Amen, Leanie. That's the truth. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, and luckily for me too, my kids have all lived clean lives. I personally don't want I try not to say too much about my children's lives or my husband's life because they're all grown and that's their decision. If they want their life, or any parts really of their lives put on here. So I try to steer away from that. So I really don't want people that hate me go dox my kids, even though they're grown and they can handle it and they will handle it, trust me. But I just know those people over there, that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. It is horrific. It's horrific. I know a couple of people in that community that have actually gone to other channel creators' houses, shown up at their houses, driven past their houses with their little microphones and cameras and done all kind of shit. It's ridiculous what goes on. Mission asked all my friends to go check out his channel and see how he bashes me. I'm just okay, if they're your friends, well, I understand if they're your friends and some of them want to go and look just to stick up for you or to make things right, that the bullshit that he's putting out, Rose. But like for me, when all that happened that last I unfriended him. I unfriended because I friended him because they friended me due to you. So when they had all those problems and you put it out on your live, none of my friends that love me better be a part of their channels anymore. You better, and I knew you were riding a wave, but I still went over and did it because I don't need, and I know my temper. So, Team Rose, I noticed a couple of his posts. Nobody responded to it. Well, that's because she's loved. You're well loved. Me either. I have a clean life too. There's nothing wrong with that. Who does Mission socialize with? Oh, that's a good question, Bam Bam. Yeah, tell us about that. Well, obviously now Nika Lynn. Hippie Grandma, what did he say? No, I just saw some random post that had nothing to do with. So before I had unfriended them, maybe you guys saw this too, so you could back it up. But I had seen either a short, because I had the only time I've ever been in Lionel's live was the time that I heard my name come up in it, and I went over there and told him I was right here. He could talk to me about it instead of putting it up. Well, anyways, so I think it was on a short he did, or maybe it was um, on somebody something, and I think he was typing it. No, he was typing it, so it's written somewhere where he said that if he ever went to Maine, that he would become murderous. Did you guys see where he said that about? I know he was talking about Rose, but that's a threat. And it's on somebody's something that I saw. It might have been about on one of his community posts that he made. But that's a threat. I think it was on one of his community posts where I know he was talking about Rose because it was something to do with the mystical, uh, you know, like I say, speaking gospel out of one side and evil out of the other. Have you noticed that he like plays mind games? You guys have, I'm sure, where he plays mind games. Even it's kind of like he tries to talk in these weird parable kind of ways, instead of just putting it out there for people like me to understand what the hell you're saying without me having to go figure out what the trickle of water means and the the petal that fell off the flower, what the hell we're talking about here. I mean, come on. Mission likes Andrew Hills. He was also known pet on Sugdra, who I think was involved with Summer going missing. Mm. Okay, so you know how his community posts, bro? If you go to his community, let me look on my phone real quick. Give me just a second. You guys chit chat amongst yourself. I'm gonna try to find it real quick, okay? Let me go back to his community. I figured you had seen it. That's why I didn't take a picture of it. What the hell is his name? Lionel Roy? I'm probably gonna get all kind of shit for this on his channel because he's in here following Rose around. Not that one. Let me see. Ask if you shall receive. Juicy panel clips featuring Shannon and Team Rose. So when was that done? 12. It wasn't then. When was this one? 14 hours ago. No, no, wasn't that one. Um, not a day ago. No, no. Hold on, guys. I'm looking for it. Just chit chat amongst yourself. Hey, Lulu's here. I want to say this really quick. Um, at the end of my live last night, Lulu, I left a message for you. I don't know if you took a look at it, but I left a message for you at the end of that if you just want to look at the end of it. Just basically apologize if you don't want to. It's just basically apologizing to you for uh the whole thing about Steve Irwin because I actually went to some places and tried to find the video that I saw and I couldn't find it. And then I did some research on the video or whatever. And so I just wanted to put out there, like publicly, that I don't know what I saw or when I saw it had to have been like 23 years ago, but I don't know what I saw or what I thought I saw. But I wanted everybody to know that I wasn't trying to put out misinformation on that and that you were completely right about that. I just wanted to publicly apologize to you. So that's what is there. And I hope you accept that because I didn't mean to upset you if I did. Now let me go back to trying to find this dumb thing. Oh my God. Okay, I know it's on a community post. Maybe on this one. Rose, it might take me a little while to find it. I'm still looking, but damn it, I should have taken a screenshot of it, but I don't really like to do that. Um, but because I felt like it was a complete direct threat, I sh I should have. Did anybody else see it? I think it was taken down because I can't see any of the ones that I looked at. Damn it. One more time. I'm just gonna look through this really quick. Are you guys okay? You guys hanging in there with me while I'm trying to find this? Is everybody okay? Just give me a one in chat or something like that. You guys are okay just for a minute because I really want to try to find it if I can and send it to Rose. And honestly, you guys, I'm not into receipts. I'm not into screenshotting stuff but when it comes to threats and stuff like that, like I absolutely should have screenshotted that and sent it to Rose, but I don't like um being a bugaboo or you know what I mean, like getting into the problems. So, if you guys can keep talking, um let me look through this one more time. If you guys can stick with me, let me look through this one more time because I have to go through where people chatted on his community post because I think that's where I saw it. So if you just hang with me just a minute, let me look one more time. Still looking, guys. Hold on. This one. I think that it was on, the one I'm looking at, and I think it was taken I think he deleted the comment because it's the one that was from 3 days ago, and he posted a meme that says, "Life is like a door, never trust a cow because the sun can't swim." And, I'm pretty sure this was the one that it was on because, uh, I thought it was funny that Red reacted redacted statistics said word salad, and Lionel said, "Rose is about to fall down the stairs. By the way, she actually lost all credibility on these streets. It's too funny on my live earlier and now on her live and previously on Nicolina's." I think he had responded to the word salad or something on this one, and then somebody responded again, and that's when he said it. And I think he deleted the comment, but I'm still looking, so hang with me. Oh, it's nice that I didn't know he did this. It's nice that he clipped my channel. Nice. Wow, he just posted my whole stream. Good. Good for him. That's nice. He titled it Watch Her Attack. It's my turn ultimately to apologize. Okay. What else? Do you, buddy? So now I don't feel so bad about looking through your shit, Lionel, because you actually posted my whole damn stream. He took it down. He took down the comment or took I think it was on that one that I read to you. Because I can't find it anymore. And if he says I'm lying, fuck him because I'm not. I have no reason to lie. I could give a shit less. Doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, he took it down. It's not here anymore. Lionel Lionel put up the the live stream that I did after that happened with Tina when me and you came up on panel, Rose, remember? The live stream that I put up after, um, Tina got suicide bombed, and then we came over here and we did a live together, like, me and you were on for, like, 2 hours or something together. Yeah, he he put that stream on his page. So, whatever, now I don't feel bad about looking up his shit because he sure as hell didn't mind putting up mine. I don't really care. Do what you gotta do. Am I that important? I didn't know it was that important. Lulu, so I think on one of his community posts, and this was before the big fallout that just happened, so it's probably was last week that I saw on one of his community posts that he had in his comments, somebody had commented something to him about it. Of course, the community post is about Rose, and he somebody commented about him about it. Like I don't know if it was Mission. I don't know who commented, but it was also kind of bashing DeRosa or agreeing with Lionel, and then Lionel put um, posted another thing, a reply back to him. I don't know what all it said, but like in the middle towards the end, it said if he would never step foot in Maine because if he did, he would become murderous. Now, no American says I would become murderous. We would say I would murder somebody, or you know what I mean? Us Americans don't use the term murderous. So that's, I know for sure it was him that put that down, but I can't find it now on any of his community posts. It was on Lionel's. And I didn't screenshot it because I don't like to get involved in people's crap. But, and I figure Rose had saw it. I figure she watched everything that he does. So I figure she saw it, and so I wasn't going to add to any of the drama. You guys know that they're watching us, right? How many people are talking in here? How many chatters are there that are actually talking? There's been like 5 at different points each time that are actually saying anything, and the numbers keep going up and down, up and down. So they're in here watching us, and I just want to let you know I think you're fucking pussies if you can't come and face us. You're welcome to say whatever you want to. Um, you're just not gonna be evil and be hateful. If you want to talk like an adult, you're welcome to come and be an adult right here. But the minute you start um, being hateful and just evil, then I'm going to shut it down. So, yeah. If she went live, really? I would have never even, I don't know how to sync with her live. Lionel had to have taken it down, Rose. He had to. He's the only one that can take down anything off of his community post. And I've never looked at missions that I know of. I've never even been over to his channel, so I wouldn't have looked at his community post. So, but it could have been him that he was talking to, but I could have swore it was a female. Well, one of them's in here, Mission or Lionel. Somebody's in here, and I guarantee you that's going to be the fodder for today's little community post they put up or whatever. Dollar sent me. I want to read this real quick. Mission, if you're here, please search deep into your soul. What has caused you to become so vengeful? It doesn't have to be this way. Hmm. I sent Rose a message about stairs on a comment, see if that's it. No, he actually says in the comment, Joey actually says he will it's a good thing he'll never go to Maine or I'll never go to Maine because I'll become murderous. And that's the exact word he uses, murderous. Dollar sent me many emails showing the horrible things Mission was saying about me, many times trying to convince me he was bad. Now she likes him. She just came on now. Mission doesn't have a soul to search. Let's read. Oh, wow. Wow. That's almost kind of sad. Wow. Yes, I agree, Lulu. Yeah, you kind of have to make a choice. I mean, you can, I believe we are all victims of our past and our childhood, but we don't, um, we're not held captive by it. We have choices that we can make too. I mean, we all get like, we're all taught certain things as children and stuff, but eventually you learn what's right and what's wrong and how to treat people. And it becomes a choice after a while. You don't have to be, you're not held to that standard. Mission's father was a criminal. And that that does affect people. It does. But you have to make a decision, how do you want to be? How do you want to live your life? He has threatened to fly here and send a helicopter. Wow. Just go ahead. Do you guys want me to shut down my live and go over there? I mean, I don't know. I don't mind if you guys want to go hang out over there, that's fine. I didn't know she was going live actually, but I wasn't gonna wait till 3:30 in the morning to figure it out. Yes, drugs are portal. Actual trauma also creates a portal into the body for spirits to enter. That's very sad. Treat others how you want to be treated. I've failed many times and do daily, and I'm learning the power of letting bad people go so the right ones have room to come in. Oh, that is good. Good. That is good. Good talk right there. If the mother gets any trauma during pregnancy, they say demon can enter into the mother or the baby. I don't know if I'm gonna co-sign that one. I believe a baby is protected by God. I just have to believe. They're not at an age of accountability, and they're definitely just little beings in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all wanna go over there. It won't hurt my feelings at all. Um, I don't want anybody to think I'm holding them hostage here. Let's see. Team Rose, generational curses are real. It's only being born again by the spirit that can break the cycle. That is completely true. Generational curses are so real, but it is definitely, you have to be able to recognize that that what you're doing is a generational curse. Because not everything bad people do are from generational curses, but some things that we do um, are generational curses, and you have to make the decision that to break it. It has to be a fully spiritual and conscience decision to break that curse. I am 100% in agreement with you about that. It shows the huge protest in the Ambassador's Bridge in Ottawa, Canada. I'm gonna be oh girl, Bam Bam, I'm gonna be bugging you half to death to do this. I told PCT I would drag you and Rose over there according to Leanie. You gonna drag us? Is she dancing? Delete your live and then he cannot view it. I'm not gonna delete my live, only I don't know. I'm not gonna delete it. I don't care. This is the way that are you talking about me, Bam Bam? If you're talking about me, he's already been in here and he's already been taking clips. I know that. That's what they do. They don't wait till it's over. They wait for it's over. If I don't take it down, then they can, just show the whole thing. But I think he's been in here and I think he's been clipping it the whole time. So he's going to use it one way or the other. And I don't have nothing to hide. It bothers me that I just feel like it's shitty if you're not subscribed to my channel to be clipping my shit. Now, am I gonna go and strike you for it? No, I'm not gonna do that. But I think it's a shitty thing to do to people. I would at least ask me if you can use it. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna subscribe to me. But I mean, some people don't follow the same rules, and that's well, whatever. That's on them. PCT is dancing in a dress to a raunchy song right now. Nice. Nice. I would really like to spend some time talking to Mission. I really think he's lost and needs the love of God. Wow. Lulu, that's really nice. I mean, you sound a lot like me, taking them strays and try to figure them out. It's like a nightclub over there. Really, maybe I could look over on my phone. Babies can be born with demon attachments. Hmm. I have to look that up, Rose. I don't know. I'm going to wait till the music stops and stay for a while. Team Rose, does Mission have an email? Yes, I have his email. Team Rose says spirits can jump from body to body. That's true. Did PCT get an Hi, Miss Barbara Smith? Leanie, grown up Pentecostal similar to you. I would always ask my mom how the hell Moses, Noah are living their 777 or 999 years. People are croaking at 50. Well, the world was less populated then, so they could live longer, and they didn't have chemicals. I think are man-made, and I think we have shortened our lives due to chemicals and things that we've put into the earth, um, and also because the earth wasn't as populated. Could you imagine our earth being as populated as it is right now and living in the 600, 700, 800, 900 years on this earth? Yeah. I thought he wanted to be a part of Team Rose to get healed in a way. He said he really liked our community and he thanked us for accepting him. And how long has he been here? How long has Mission been here? Another new oh yeah. I'm sorry. I don't understand what that means. Where's Tashi? So she probably went over to Tina's. but then he turns on me. He's probably bipolar and a narcissist. The song is very dark that she is dancing to. Another new Tourette's. Oh, okay. Team Rose, I think he lives with extreme trauma and probably drugs-induced psychosis. Mm. Mm. He is extremely critical of a lot of my friends. How long has he been here? How long have y'all known him? That's a lot of life. Yes, ma'am, Joe, it sure is, honey. It sure is, especially, I mean, and you would think, I mean, their days had to be longer than ours. I mean, they were up before dark, went to bed like right after dark, hard work. They didn't have a microwave. Damn, they had to cook. It's terrible. Lionel likes the attention. Well, he's getting plenty of it, so he's got lots. He'll have lots and lots to talk about today. He doesn't care if he's shit talked because it's going to get him more stuff. Right, right. That's exactly right. Barbara Smith, I can't type for shit laying down. Um, okay, because I thought you, Barbara, I was like, okay, homegirl's been drinking, or she took her bedtime meds already, or something's going on, but I didn't want to be offensive. So as long as you're giggling, girlfriend, I'm giggling with you. You must have sat up so you can get that punctuation in there. I didn't know what the hell you were saying. Rebel, we are up, buddy. You didn't sleep that long, Rebel. Don't even try it. Did Tina get another new dancing dress? Is she wearing the pink one? I mean the green one, Barbara? Because if it's the green one, that's the one Maria G and another one of her subs helped her get. Just woke up. Just who wakes up out of a dead sleep to smoke a cigarette? That is some dedication right there. I mean, I smoke, but I've never woke up to smoke. Me. Oh, she's wearing a blue. She must have got a new dress. Because the only 2 that she had so far was her orange one that she used to wear, and then she got her let me look it up on my phone really quick, so I don't have to leave this. Let's see, I wanna see if it's a new dress. I want to see too. You had to go to the bathroom too? Oh, wow, that is a new dress. Well, it's newer than the one I've seen her do before used before. Maybe it's an old dress that she had. Rebel, I try not to even get up and use the bathroom. That's why I'm always running the minute I wake up to get in there so I don't miss the toilet. Well, the green dress had sequins, but that's definitely no, it looks like it has the green dress has a lot of sequins on it too, but that's definitely a different one, but I don't know if it's new. According to Lenny Kavon sister, let's go crash PTC's party and get corrupted. The only way I'm probably gonna get corrupted is um, definitely to be hanging around these streets for real. Tina is being so risque. Well, Tina needs to learn how. I would listen. I would not be giving that stuff away for free. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If I was gonna do it, I'd be making money off it. I'm over there, Lulu, on my phone. I could see you guys on my phone. I've just got it turned down. I don't want to leave my people that came in here to chit chat to um, go over there and hang out with Tina's. But if everybody wants to go, then I'll go over there, I guess. Hell no, make that money, boo boo, for real, Joe. I would not give that stuff. I even told my husband tonight, I was like, Tina's got the cutest little body and she's just so cute. And if I felt that confident and looked that cute and I felt confident within myself, I damn sure would not be giving that stuff away. That's for sure. All right. Since there's just a couple of us talking and everybody looks like that they're over there. Joe, are you going over there? I'll close this one down and then we can go over there. Come on, Lena. I'm coming. I'm coming. Joe, you want to go over there? Do you have the link? Do you hang out over there? I don't remember how you found me. I want to make sure that Joe has the link so she can go hang out with us. Team Rose, did Ernie like it? She definitely needs an OnlyFans, but yes, Barbara. Good grief. Even if she doesn't want to show her face, man, people will still pay just to see those bodies move. All right, I'm going to close this down, guys. Thanks for coming in here and help me out here. Let's go on over to Tina's and make fun of her. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.